Oi, oi, it's your boy Doctor and welcome back. Well, no, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Raven Remastered, a crime thriller game we played on my channel to celebrate 150 followers. Just want to say thank you so much for all of that. If you are new around here, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, share all that good stuff, and let's get right into solving some crimes. We're on YouTube because we hit 150 really recently, and because I'm streaming on Twitch, same as you.
You'll be thrilled, Miss Pendray.
Hands up!
I don't have time to play. I'm on duty.
Can't hear me?
You're funny.
Hang on. Is that better? Game too loud. Is that better?
Why do you need the gun?
It's the Raven. He was gunned down, so now I need a pistol.
Dead birds don't need guns. Nor do live ones.
You don't know who the Raven is, do you? He's the greatest burglar ever. He stole paintings from the Louvre, and those priceless eggs with gold and diamonds and stuff. And Bobby Dobbs says he replaced the crown jewels with rhinestones.
I know who the Raven was. Although, I don't quite buy that bit about
So why on YouTube? Because we hit 150 subscribers.
You do know these days there are thieves far
Celebration
more
stream.
dangerous than your old Raven.
I was going to record these, but you know.
A precious ruby was stolen from the British Museum. There was
Because I'm streaming on Twitch later as well in
guard
Warzone.
was severely injured.
Really?
Yeah. And you know what the papers say?
You talk too much, Constable.
Zellner, monsieur. Anton Jakob Zellner.
Or did he pull a gun on you?
No, monsieur.
Get a move on.
Inspector Legrand, it's a great honor to work with a celebrity like you.
We appreciate the support of the Swiss police, but it'd be better if you'd remain seated and keep an eye on things.
Gotcha, congrats, appreciate that, bro.
But monsieur, surely I can be of assistance, somehow. I saw a safe.
Here we go, I like how we get to
loaded.
pick stuff.
We have everything under control. If you'll excuse me, I'll be in the first freight car at the back of the train for the rest of the trip.
You decide what you're doing for 500 subs yet,
I'm
Halo?
not here to enjoy the beautiful scenery. I am a good observer, and I have finally honed powers of deduction.
Thanks to that,
It's a...
I watched the people on the platform in Zurich. I know, for example, that
Okay,
man over
yeah,
there
nice.
is a violinist.
that would
It's
be more
a
impressive
crime
if there weren't
based
a
game.
violin case next to him.
And
Sorry, I heard a weird noise
believe
outside.
that the gentleman in the next carriage is a German doctor on his way to Italy to take up a new position.
And what gives you that idea?
There's the rod of Asclepius.
It is
engraved on his
a
cufflink.
crime-solving
And he's
game.
carrying a German-Italian dictionary.
Maybe he's just taking a holiday in Italy, following in Goethe's footsteps.
Too much luggage. And no, he's not retiring to Italy either. The suitcases are too shabby for me to believe that he can afford to retire in his late 50s.
All right then.
Don't you? Yeah, what's going on, Abba? What's going on, bro? We're celebrating 150
If you're
subscribers
such a
on my
clever
channel.
fella, what am I doing on this train?
I
Searching
think
for
you're
someone?
looking for someone.
You're just guessing. If I were looking for someone, I wouldn't spend the trip cooped up in a freight car, now would I?
Well, that would seem to indicate that you're guarding something.
And what might it be?
A jewel?
Could it possibly be a jewel that's making a long and perilous journey?
You're guessing. You can't
It's
possibly
different, I
what's
know.
inside the safe.
But if that were the case,
It's a really good, interesting game,
wasn't
though.
crawling with police.
It's a trap.
You've got a vivid imagination. I'll give you that. Well, that is impressive, I admit. But the fewer people involved, the better. We'll get along fine without you.
You won't.
Won't? Pardonnez-moi.
I can help, and I will help. You're in my country, and I've been ordered to assist you. And that's exactly what I'll do, whether you like it or not.
Clever and stubborn. Your commitment speaks volumes, Zana. But this is my show, and I don't need you. Bon voyage.
But how do you know? Oh, hello.
What's going on, Mark?
I did what?
I saw you talking to the German doctor on the platform. He told you everything himself, and you were just pretending to put two and two together.
And what of it? Do you know who that is? That's Inspector Nicholas Legrand. You have to impress him if you want to work with him.
I'm going to tell on you.
You'd really tell on me? To the very policeman who shot your dear Raven?
Whoa! It was him?
Mm-hmm. Hunted and killed Europe's most famous burglar. That's how he got his start.
I won't tell him a thing.
I wouldn't either. What's your name again?
Matthew Miller, Dillsburg, Pennsylvania.
All right, Matthew Miller from Dillsburg, Pennsylvania. I have to do my work now.
Some system from Pennsylvania.
Well, except for my
Freaking
mom.
fat fingers, I ain't.
Daddy, as if I were a little
That's the
kid.
job, man. What you have, man? What you have nice?
Whether Legrand wants my help or not, I'll keep my eyes open. Maybe I can change his mind.
Can I move yet? I'm trying to learn more about the game.
This morning I thought I wouldn't be hungry because of all the excitement. Thankfully, I bought a sandwich with me anyway.
Take the sandwich paper. Riveting gameplay. Very good. Now press triangle to move string. You can see we are to a paper napkin. Press X to place on the top left corner of the screen. Oh, I see it now, yeah. Okay. Cool story, bro. Open the inventory and press.
I wrapped the apple core in the sandwich paper. That way I can carry it without making a mess of my trouser pocket. Still, I prefer not to have to carry them all day.
Of course you can use these items. Napkin with X and it's a sandwich paper. Paper napkin with X and then some sandwich paper.
The napkin came with a croissant I bought at the train station. A guilty pleasure. I don't need that either.
Look at the wastebasket.
Every table has its own wastebasket. Practical. No need to ever leave your seat. Every table has its own wastebasket. Practical. No need to ever leave your seat. All right.
Okay. Wow. Oh man. This is interesting. Can I move now? I can. Before I do anything now. I think this is a little too loud. That might be better.
We Swiss are crazy about trains. We don't just have a lot of railroads. We have the most beautiful ones in the world.
Let's go on Alliance.
We Swiss are crazy about trains. We don't just have a lot of railroads. We have the most beautiful ones in the world.
Oh my god.
Would you be so kind as to close the window? I don't want to sit in the draft. Oh, pardon me.
The Vicarage in the Mirror. A detective novel by my favorite author, Lady Clarissa Westmacott. For years now, I've been trying to convince my theater group to stage one of her plays.
Okay, so you're in a theatre group.
The violinist is a good-looking fellow.
Oh,
And he's traveling through the most beautiful mountain landscape in the world.
Oh.
One can only hope that his violin is better tuned than he.
whoa, harsh. Oh, he's shaky.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Where's he
Are
traveling
you
to?
traveling to Istanbul non-stop?
No. I'll transfer in Venice to a ship. I'm on my way to Cairo.
Cairo?
I'm performing at the reception in the Egyptian Museum there.
I'm sure your recital will be a great success. But tell me, did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Anything unusual?
Persons acting suspiciously, for instance.
For heaven's sake, is there cause for concern?
Everything is in order, sir. We Swiss are just very cautious people.
I understand. No, I didn't notice anything.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
Oh, I can go this way.
This is the first car. The coal tender should be directly beyond this door, and in front of it, the engine. The large map shows the different routes of the Orient Express. This train began in Paris and ends in Istanbul, as usual. Unfortunately, it will make most of its journey without me.
Cool. Can you go through the door?
Very
Yeah.
kind of you. Thanks.
Oh, you spilled your tea, bro.
Pardon me.
Oh, dearie dear.
No problem. The uniform is waterproof. Mr.
Lucio. Professor Edgar Lucio.
Oh, a professor.
Ooh, someone's a smart
Are
bastard.
you a scientist? Do you teach at the Sorbonne?
No, I work at the British Museum in London.
You
Ooh.
don't say.
Burglary, destination of his trip, see anything suspicious. Burglary.
So, you were, shall we say, an eyewitness to the burglary 2 days ago?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, no?
There was a lot of commotion, but I didn't really pay much attention to it.
There was a break-in in your museum, and it didn't concern you?
Well, let's just say that nothing that's happened in the last 2,000 years concerns me.
May I ask where you are going?
Of course. To Venice. I'm going to meet some colleagues there.
Oh, Venice. A beautiful city, so I'm told.
Indeed. But I really have to take my leave now.
Just one more thing. Did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Here? On the train? No. I can't say that I have. Although I did spend most of the time in my compartment.
The famous Inspector Legrand is on this train. I imagine you know him.
No. Should I?
You don't know him? And you also don't know what he's doing here?
No. Why should I?
Just a thought. You're a representative of the British Museum. There's a guarded safe on the train.
I'm sorry. I don't know what you're trying to imply. And now, please excuse me.
If anybody didn't know, this game is actually based off the Agatha Christie novels of Hercule Poirot.
I don't want to take up any more of
Not
your
many people are gonna
valuable
know that.
time, but you do understand, don't you?
People
That what
don't care,
concerns
but-
me is the present.
Fun
and
fact.
especially the robbery at the museum.
Yeah, of course, of course. It's just... I'm in rather a hurry.
You'll get in touch if you notice anything unusual, won't you, Professor?
Of course, Constable.
Thank you, thank you. I will comfortable.
What's this?
What's the matter, sir?
The door. I can't open it.
Ah, we'll sort it out somehow.
Weak. You're weak!
The apartment is locked.
But I didn't lock it. I don't even have a key. I asked the steward. He was going to bring me one, but he never came back.
Someone locked it.
Find the steward. He needs to bring me the key immediately.
Calm down, Professor. I'll see what I can do.
You don't understand. I have to get back in my compartment.
All right, just wait
Hmm.
here.
Intriguing.
You can easily lock the compartment door from inside by turning a little knob.
But I didn't lock it.
Professor, if you had locked the door from in there, you wouldn't be out here.
That's true.
It's obvious. Try and open the lock, okay.
I don't believe that... It's no use. The bolt is too short to get a good grip on it. Perhaps a thoughtful conductor noticed that Professor Lucien wasn't in his compartment and locked it.
Okay, let's go find this dude. I'm guessing it's this way if I can get past it.
The little label on the door reads Baroness von Trebitz. Blue blood on the Orient Express.
Let's meet the Baroness, you know.
Yes, what is it? Whoever that is, James, ask them whether they found my purse and then closed the door. The noise on this train is driving me crazy.
You're missing a purse. Was it stolen?
At the very least, I cannot find it, sir.
It was stolen.
When was the last time the Baroness saw her purse?
What?
In Zurich, on the platform, sir.
I just asked where you last saw your purse.
In Zurich on the platform. James, tell him that I still had it when I got out to stretch my legs.
The Baroness says
Maybe you lost it there.
What?
the Baroness never loses anything, sir.
I never
Lose anything!
Very well then. I shall be on the lookout for your purse.
What
If I
passengers?
might ask you a few questions about your fellow passengers.
I thought he was
Looking for my purse!
James, tell him to look for
Look my purse.
The Baroness wishes that you search for her purse.
I love her
Couldn't we
voice.
perhaps... All right. First, the purse. I will have a look around.
Thanks.
I love her voice. I love that voice. Oh man. James, tell that man to look for my purse. Oh my god.
I don't believe it. I never thought I'd ever meet you.
Pardon me, but we'd prefer...
It's all right, Miss Miller. I'd like to speak to the inspector.
Unfortunately, just a constable, Lady Westmacott. I'm reading The Vicarage in the Mirror right now, for the 5th time at least.
That's nice, Constable...
Zellner. Anton Jakob Zellner.
This is my companion, Miss Miller.
A pleasure.
What is she doing here? Missing purse.
A passenger's purse has gone missing. I suppose you haven't seen it.
I'm sorry, Constable Zellner. As you know, I only deal with murder, not burglary.
Have you asked my boy yet? Maddie is good at finding things.
I'll go and do that now.
Oh, the kid.
May I ask what you're doing here? Are you on holiday?
Holiday? Yes, so to speak. The first and last holiday of my life.
Madam?
I've been writing since I was a little girl. It became my job, and now I've stopped. So, this must be a holiday.
You quit writing? Impossible. I have all of your books. Your Detective Pal 2 is my favorite character.
Then I have bad news for you.
Easter egg to
After
Agatha
Bill rushed
Christie.
off years ago.
I don't understand.
I'd rather not discuss my work, Constable.
Oh, well, fine.
Where are you travelling to?
Istanbul, Lady Westmacott.
No, we are on our way to Venice. From there, we will take a ship to Cairo. As you may know, I have a penchant for archaeology. I fund a few excavations in Egypt. I traveled to Egypt by ship as a young woman. And now I'm doing it again as an old woman.
I see. As a writer, you must be very observant. Am I right? I mean, you have to study the behavior of people around you to create the characters in your novels, don't you?
I solved the mystery of human nature a long time ago, Mr. Zellner. Since then, most people just bore me.
Really? I had the impression you were eyeing me suspiciously as I came in.
What do you want to know, Constable?
The violinist.
Did you notice the blonde man with the violin case?
I certainly did. He introduced himself and tried to make a good impression. People like him are drawn to wealth and fame, like moths to a flame.
But his charms failed on you.
I know him by name. David Kreutzer. He was a drain on my friend's purse.
Do you think he has a money problem?
People like him always have a money problem. No matter how much you give them, they always spend twice as much and complain that they have far too little.
Did you notice the man who just walked into the next carriage with a cup of tea?
I did. He seemed nervous. He was waiting at the bar for the steward, and since the steward never appeared, he elected to help himself. He took 2 biscuits.
He seems pretty young, but he's already a professor at the British Museum.
Interesting. I'll have to talk to him later. Just out of courtesy, of course.
Of course. Did you notice anyone else? What about the doctor or the Baroness?
I notice that you've asked me about everyone, except for the inspector who went in the direction of the freight car a few minutes ago. Isn't that the Frenchman who made his name when he caught the Raven?
I wouldn't quite say caught.
Well, shot. Why don't you ask me about him and my theory about what he's doing here?
I don't think we should discuss Inspector Legrand's investigation in public.
Legrand, right. That was his name. Will he save the day again? Or will you, Constable?
As much as I'd like to keep talking, duty calls.
You were right.
Madam?
I did observe you as you came in. You seemed so eager.
It's been a long time since I've had a chance to prove myself, madam.
And this is it. Your chance.
I do hope so.
Then grab it. Even small people can make big changes, as my friend Ronald likes to say.
I shall do my best.
Ronald. Do I talk to her? No.
The steward must have forgotten the toothpicks. Normally he would offer them discreetly after dinner. The steward must have forgotten the toothpicks. Normally he would offer them discreetly after dinner.
We'll take a toothpick then. Okay, who's in here?
I made the acquaintance of Dr. Gebhardt on the platform in Zurich.
Hello, Doctor.
Mr.
Zellner.
Right. How can I help you?
Tell me, did you notice anything suspicious here on the train or in Zurich?
You mean, except for the fact that my suitcase was stolen on the platform? No. Is there any reason to be concerned?
No, just routine.
Constable Zellner, please don't think I'm naive. I spotted the inspector from Interpol. Lagarde is his name, if I recall correctly.
The hell is going on
If you
outside?
say so. At the train station in Zurich, he put a cash box into the safe, and then kept close watch as it was
I have to
recovered.
check this out, chat.
Don't tell me that a man at his
Just in
pay grade
case.
routinely camps across the Alps. just to keep an eye on cash boxes.
A cash box? Like the ones you'd find in safe deposit boxes?
Precisely. And I believe we both have a good idea just what's inside.
Okay. Well, there are drunk kids outside. Lovely. Cash box.
I do indeed have a theory, but what's yours?
A ruby was stolen in London. One of the legendary Eyes of the Sphinx, the second jewel, an emerald, is rumored to be in a Swiss bank vault, if I remember correctly. Both jewels were supposed to be exhibited together in Cairo for the first time in 50 years. It does make one wonder.
Indeed. I meant to ask, the Baroness is missing her purse.
A baroness? This train is really full of the creme de la creme. The queen of crime is over there, and now a baroness as well.
Have you seen the purse?
Unfortunately, no. Do you know Lady Westmacott? You were talking to her.
Well, I'm an admirer of her work.
Like so many others. I once read in the newspaper that only Shakespeare and the Bible sell more copies than her crime novels.
I read that too.
She must be filthy rich. As a doctor, I'd have to work 1,000 years to earn that kind of money.
There's something else. Do you know where the conductor is?
I'd like to know that myself. I told him to search for my missing suitcase in Zurich. He hasn't got back to me yet. He's probably in cahoots with the thieves, and didn't bother getting back on the train. If we don't crack down on vermin like them, the rabble will rule the world one day.
Well, at the moment, we still don't know what really happened.
He is not here doing his job. That's bad enough.
Any news about the robbery in London?
Quite something, wasn't it? It must have been professionals. The way they disabled one of the best security systems in the world. Most impressive.
People were injured.
Well, one cannot execute a robbery of that scale without collateral damage. It seems like the Raven has finally found a worthy successor. We can look forward to new and spectacular coups.
I'm afraid I won't enjoy his exploits this time around if the new Raven is so reckless.
That's your prerogative.
May I borrow your newspaper?
You can take the section with the article on the burglary. You're interested in that bit, aren't you?
You caught me out.
Here you go.
Dankeschön.
Jesus.
Auf Wiedersehen, Dr. Gebhardt.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Goodbye, Constable. It was a pleasant chat, really.
How do I go through here? Might as well keep going forward. But before we do anything else, I'm turning the voice up a lot. I can barely hear him. Let's put it up to 100, see how it goes. Okay, I went back inside, didn't want to go back inside.
The ladder leads up to the roof. It will be suicidal to climb up there while the train is at full speed. The wind, tunnels... no, I'll stay down here.
Down
box
the
with
box.
a padlock. I suppose it contains tools for the train's crew, maybe for coupling and uncoupling the cars. At any rate, it's positioned so that it's easier to reach from the ground than from up here.
Let's open the box. Let's go to lock on it.
Locked.
Bang, bang!
Huh?
Don't move!
Matt, have you gone mad?
I'll shoot! Hey, my pistol!
You'll get it back in Venice.
I like this kid.
I could have fallen under the wheels.
I thought you were a ghost.
Ghosts don't exist.
They do too. One just flew past the window.
Yes, yes, sure. Now get moving.
Listen to the kid. Listen to the kid.
I strongly suspect that the door is locked.
Ooh, strong.
No, it's open.
Oh. Okay, okay, okay.
Hello? Wow.
Don't move a muscle, you feathered fiend.
Put the gun down, Robert. If I may introduce Constable Robert Oliver from the Yard. And this is the revered Constable Zellner of the Swiss police, who obviously couldn't control his curiosity.
I hope you'll acknowledge that I, as a Swiss policeman, can undertake investigations in my own country.
Are we still in Switzerland?
I could be your eyes on the train, as long as you're here in the freight car.
Oh, really?
There is a certain Professor Lucien on the train. He's an archaeologist from London.
And what's his story?
Well, it seems someone locked him out of his compartment.
Locked him out?
Well, yes. The door is locked and he's standing outside without a key.
Was it locked from inside?
It may have been. Do you think the locked door could be important?
Professor Lucien plays an important role in this story. Well then, Constable Zellner, be my eyes and ears on the train and see that Professor Lucien gets back into his compartment. Report back to me when you're through.
My pleasure, monsieur.
Freaking
Then I
lapdog.
was right. You really do want to lure someone into a trap.
That's none of your business.
That's none of your
Perhaps
business.
that someone recently struck in London.
And how would I bait my trap then?
With an eye? An eye on its way from Zurich to Cairo.
Someone has done his homework. Well done, Constable.
Baroness
pass.
von Trebitz told me that she's missing her purse.
Baroness von Trebitz. Interesting.
Indeed, sir.
But it has nothing to do with our case.
So I shouldn't concern myself with the matter.
Ah, why not? It's your job as a policeman. But don't expect me to be particularly interested in a lost purse.
It's all connected, eh?
What do you know of this Raven's heir?
He tried to blow me up.
Robert, we don't know who we're dealing with yet.
He tried to blow me up.
The new Raven is a more dangerous man than the old one.
How do you know it's a man? It could just as easily be a woman.
Or several men.
And anyway, how do you know that it's a new Raven?
Monsieur,
Never mind.
I go attend to the door now.
Good. And, Constable Zellner,
Yes?
don't bother us unless you have something new to report.
Of course.
Oh.
A thief might get anxious if there's too much activity in the freight car.
Exactement. Knock twice. Then we'll know that it's you.
Understood.
Okay, I'm actually quite enjoying it. A little slow, but I'm quite enjoying this. It's
An
intriguing.
investigation on behalf of Legrand that takes me one step closer. If I can convince him of my competence, I might even be able to see this case through to the end.
Let's go back to the door. Let's go find my kid. I wonder if the kid has got something to do with this. Can we check anything on the bar? Butterscotch!
I've loved them since I was a child. Their only drawback, they don't play nice with false teeth.
Then we won't take any.
Oh, Constable?
Yes, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
My son didn't make any trouble for you, I hope. It's just that he just walked past us, silent and seething. That's usually a sign that someone's laid down the law.
I'm afraid so. He played a trick on me, a rather dangerous one. The lad left me no choice but to take away his wooden pistol as a punishment.
I understand. And thank you. Maddie is a very lively child. Sometimes he needs a strong fatherly hand.
Where is Matt's father, if I may ask?
He's gone.
Ah, I understand.
Could you, leave Maddie's pistol here, perhaps? So you don't have to bother with it?
Of course. I told him he wouldn't get it back until Venice.
Very well. Thank you again, Constable.
No problem, my love. No problem at all. Let's just go this way now. There we go. Here we go. I'll do this bloody voice rest of the stream. I will. I might. I just may well. Oh man, I make myself laugh sometimes. Oh, sorry, bro. I completely forgot about bro. Oh, condom. There we go. Examine professional evolution. No, I just kind of want to get past him. Thank you. Hello there, mate. What's going on, kid? How you doing there, love?
Hello, Matt.
Oh, okay.
Oh, come on. Are you going to be angry with me for the rest of the trip?
Until I get my pistol back.
I gave it to your mother.
Oh man, couldn't you have just raked me over the coals?
Would you have learned anything from that?
I didn't learn anything from this either.
I mean, why can I not go through this door here? Okay,
If I may trouble you once more.
the Baroness's
The
purse.
passenger is missing her purse. Perhaps you've seen it.
So, there are thieves on the train.
It's been missing for some time now. Probably since Zurich.
The Swiss don't let go of money easily, do they? Oh, pardon me. No, I haven't seen the purse.
Have a good
I
trip.
said sit
Thanks.
down and shut up, bitch. So what do we do from here?
He doesn't make a very balanced impression. And he, of all people, isn't bothered by a robbery in his own museum.
Let's talk to him. I don't really know
Professor
what to do
Lucien?
here.
Yes? Do you have the key?
Actually, I wanted to.
Please. I have to go back to my compartment.
The bolt is too short to get a good grip on it. I'm at a loss without a key or a proper tool.
Tool. Go back to the bar.
The Baroness seems to have a
Special
personality.
personality.
I better not bother her until I find her purse.
There's not much else I can do here, to be fair. I've gone through all the carts. They won't let me go through that back passage. Stop myself there for it. Said something stupid. Observe, talk to.
Maybe if I just suck it.
Oh, oh wait. Behind the bar. Here we go. There we
I suppose
go.
the steward won't object to me having a look around in his absence.
Oh my Jesus Christ! There's so many. Notepad.
The pad on which the steward writes orders. Empty. Maybe he didn't use it because there's not much to do today. I don't need the pad, but the pencil might come in handy.
We shall take the pencil.
The steward probably uses the scissors on hard-to-open packages. These days, nearly everything is sealed up tight. A colleague recently told me about dry powdered soup in small bags. I couldn't believe it.
Powdered soup.
Perhaps he keeps the compartment keys in there. Lock. The lock is so cheap that I could easily pick it. If I want to impress Legrand, I should probably just do it. He's famous for his unconventional methods.
Open the
I
drawer.
need a bit of wire or something like that to pick the lock. A shortwave radio. It's amazing how small these things have become in the last 10 years.
Tunnel radio.
A shortwave radio. It's amazing how small these things have become in the last 10 years. I'll leave the scissors here. If I need them, I know where to find them.
Okay.
I need a bit of wire or something like that to pick the lock.
A lot of things going on here. So we need a wire, a purse, a lockpick. Oh, this is just...
I'd better let him read his newspaper if I don't have any pressing questions.
I have a pressing question now. You got any wire, mate? I don't mind using some, you know. No, we're not going to look at the butterscotch. Wait. What if we...
Mrs. Miller made a good impression. She wanted to protect Lady Westmacott from me, a pushy admirer. Very diligent. But she does seem a little nervous and tense. I imagine she has her work cut out for her with Matt. And a difficult boss, from what they say.
Let's talk to her.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes?
Did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Oh, I'm afraid not. I was totally focused on my work.
She's always got an awful lot to do, my Mary.
You have to tell me if that's not all right with you.
Good Lord, child. Knit as much as you want.
So, nothing out of the ordinary.
No, Constable.
Goodbye, Mrs. Miller.
Goodbye, Constable.
I think it's uncomfortable for her when I talk to her in front of Lady Westmacott. She seems to take it as an inappropriate distraction from her work, although she's just knitting. Taking up a craft like that is typical of women who were told as little girls that idleness is a sin.
Okay. I got a toothpick. We can't do anything with a toothpick. I got a feeling the purse is inside the violinist's violin case. I can't knock on my one, let us. I want to talk to him. Examine the door.
I need the right key or a proper tool to get the door open.
Let's try and open it for you.
The bolt is too short to get a good grip on it. I'm at a loss without a key or a proper tool.
Anyone else got any ideas in chat? Try Matt again.
Come on, Matt. Did you really think that you can ignore me for longer than I can ignore you? I'm Swiss. It's practically a national sport. Matt is digging in his heels. I won't get anything out of him as long as he's angry with me.
Butterscotch. Pills. Why have I got pills? Okay, pencil, newspaper, no, butterscotch. Read the newspaper. I didn't know I could do this.
Luna's Drops. The calming herbal liqueur for women. A glass a day. It relaxes the nerves and maintains domestic tranquility. Luna's Drops. If you don't want to bother your husband.
Wow!
A story about
I just want to make sure everybody knows this
Oscars.
is set in the
Cleopatra's
1920s.
chances of winning. An incredible feat. They built the largest movie set of all time in Rome. And because of the main actress's many illnesses, several changes of director and months of delays, cost shot to over $40 million. The most expensive movie ever made. A record never to be broken. John Surtees won the Formula One World Championship for the first time on Saturday. He also won the World Championship in motorcycle racing from 1956 to 1960, making him the only man in motorsports to win world championships in both motorcycle and Formula One events. Not really my cup of tea.
Yeah, I was just thinking
too
exactly
loud,
the same
too
thing.
fast, too much exhaust.
Read the article.
Let's see if there's any news. Blah, 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 blah. Eye of the Sphinx. One of two priceless jewels. Extraordinary pure ruby. 2000 BC, etc., etc. Old news. And here, shocking burglary. Professional thieves surprised by museum guard Charles Langley and Constable Robert Oliver.
Dude, what's going on,
of
Wheels? How you
Scotland
doing, bro?
Yard. Explosion. Constable Robert Oliver from Scotland Yard. He was there when the first eye was stolen. Now he's guarding the second one.
Ah, I got a clue. How you doing, Wheels, bro? You doing good? Welcome to the stream. Good, bro. Good, good. What else can I use on here? I want to put the toothpick with the pencil. Maybe we can get the wallet. Toothpick.
Would you like a butterscotch?
You think you can bribe me?
I have no reason to. You made trouble and got punished for it. Take it as a peace offering.
What you doing here? We are celebrating 150 subscribers over here on YouTube. So why not celebrate with a brand new game and a brand new series? We're going to be live streaming here weekly. Nice little crime thriller. But yeah, that's why we're here.
Dangerous nonsense anymore.
We will be over on Twitch though later on in the night. About an hour, maybe. The boys' plans. Missing
something completely different this time. The Baroness in the second compartment over there is missing her purse. Do you have any idea where it could be?
Do I ever?
Mm-hmm.
That guy over there with the violin case?
What about?
He picked up something in Zurich and put it in his violin case.
Really?
Yeah, and he made sure that nobody saw him.
You saw it?
I called it.
Did you also see what it was?
Nah, not really. But now that I think of it, it must have been the Baroness's purse.
I should look into it, shouldn't I?
I think so.
Let's go, bro. Let's do.
Your mother is Lady Westmacott's companion, correct?
Yeah, but it's not like you think. First I thought, boy, you must be really wicked if you need to pay for friends. But the lady's really okay. A bit odd and really old. But other than that, she's great. She likes me.
The lady has peculiar taste.
Hey!
Steward.
Have you seen the steward anywhere?
No. He was walking around a little while ago, though.
Hopefully they didn't forget him in Zurich.
What's he supposed to do?
I'm looking for a key to open a compartment door.
Did you check his things behind the counter?
I'm sure the drawers will be locked.
Can't you break it open? Or pick the lock like the Raven?
Perhaps. But I'd need a piece of wire or something like that.
Ask my mom. She has a lot of hairpins. She doesn't like the wind messing up her hair.
The key to everything is this kid. You kidding me?
How old are you, Matt?
In 8 months, I'll be 9 years old.
Bro, you're tall for
Do you
9.
already know what you want to be when you grow up? A burglar?
No. We'll see. Maybe an actor.
Really? Well, I don't know. You need a lot of talent for that. I'm an actor in a theater group, you know?
You are?
Oh, yes. And I'm one of the best in our group, if I may say so. I get really deep into my roles, you know? I don't just talk like the character. I think like him. I become him. It's the only way to... Matt, are you okay?
Choking on the butterscotch, bro.
I think you just have to be good at copying things to be an actor.
That wasn't bad. Disturbing, but not bad.
It's not buying.
Tell me, how long has your mother been working for the lady?
2 years.
And your father? What does he do?
He stayed home. I used to go fishing with him, and hunting. He even let me shoot a real gun.
And then?
Then Mom fought with him, and he left. I was 7.
You and your mother, do you both live on Lady Westmacott's estate?
I'm only there for the holidays. Most of the time I'm at boarding school.
I imagine that's not very pleasant.
No, it's fine. I have friends there. You always have to be so quiet in the lady's house, and I'm not allowed to bring any friends.
Such a big house with so many places to hide, and no one to play hide and seek with.
You said it.
So long.
So longer.
Cheeky little gift. Thank you for helping us, bro.
The violin case looks pretty old, but that doesn't say anything about the quality of the violin. The best violins are often in the oldest cases. Excuse me, sir. About the purse.
Ah, yes? Has it been found?
Someone saw you with your violin case on the platform in Zurich.
What's the meaning of this? I didn't steal anything.
Nobody said you did. I just wanted to ask you whether you might have noticed anything on the platform.
Dude in the background, still banging on the door.
Why did you think I was accusing you?
Well, I thought, because you mentioned my violin case in the context of the purse.
Apropos, may I have a look at your violin? It must be a very extraordinary piece.
Oh, that's not possible. It's a genuine Guarneri.
Very valuable.
Very. And also very sensitive.
What could harm it here? Light? Air?
Got him.
May I ask you to open the violin case?
No, you may not. I'm not guilty of anything.
I'm afraid I have to insist.
Then I'm afraid you need a warrant. I will not stand back and let you rifle through my belongings.
Have a good trip.
Thank you.
We need to go ask his mother about opening the door, I guess.
The Baroness seems to have a special personality.
I want to talk to the
Better not
Baroness
bother her
again.
till I
She's
find
got
her
such a
purse.
cool voice. Oh, the voice actor for her is really good. It takes a while to walk. It must be because he's old, you know. Miss Miller.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes?
Please excuse my unusual request, but Matt said you have some hairpins. Could I borrow one?
One of my hairpins?
It's a long story. It would be a big help.
Well, if you really need one.
Go ahead, Mary. The constable won't do it any harm. Will you, Mr. Zellner?
Of course not, madam.
Of course we will. We're gonna bend it out of shape, shove it in a frickin' locker.
Is this one okay?
It'll do nicely, madam. How very kind of you. Goodbye, Mrs. Miller.
Goodbye, Constable.
We gotta go open up the door. So we can get this dude into his cabin. Doobie-doo. Keep walking. Jeez, he keeps stopping every 2 seconds. Try and open the lock, will you?
The bolt is too short to get a good grip on it. I'm at a loss without a key or a proper tool.
I know, let's use the hairpin.
It doesn't work with this kind of lock. I need something to turn the pin.
Oh, we've got hairpin and are you kidding me? I can't
Doesn't
open.
work with this kind of lock. I need something to turn the pin.
We've got a freaking toothpick, bro. No, I want to use the pencil. No, can't use the pencil.
All right, Matt. Tell me now. The violinist won't let me check his violin case.
Of course he won't. He's hiding something. Should I distract him? Then you can have a look in his case.
Yes.
What do you suggest?
I could tell him there's a suitcase full of money in the next carriage. If he's a thief, he'll definitely want to take a look at it.
I don't think he'll fall for that.
Or I can insult him and then run away. He'll try to catch me, and you'll have a chance to look in that violin case.
Now that I think about it, this is something I have to attend to on my own. It would be expecting a bit much from a little boy.
Little boy? You must be kidding.
Sorry, Sheriff, but your idea about distracting him is good all the same. So long.
So longer.
No longer.
The violinist is uncooperative. I'm not authorized to search his belongings against his will and without a good reason, and he knows it. I have to come up with something. Matt says the violinist put something in his violin case on the platform. Seems suspicious somehow. The question is, how credible is a statement from an imaginative boy? The violinist is
okay, so we can't talk to him, okay.
I'm not authorized to search his belongings against his will and without a good reason, and he knows it. I have to come up with something.
What about the window?
What are you doing? Didn't I make myself clear? The window stays closed.
You're not alone on this train. I want the window open.
Swiss politeness doesn't seem to be what it used to be. I'm not going to catch a cold because of you. Go somewhere else if you don't like it.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Open the window.
Makes no sense. The violinist would close the window immediately, and I wouldn't have enough time to search his violin case.
Unless...
Should I ask for an autograph? That will be quite unprofessional. But on the other hand...
Now we have a book.
I've no idea what I'd say to Matt.
I know what I'd say to Matt. Kid, do the thing.
The train covers a distance of more than 3,000 kilometers. It stops at a dozen places. In
We
many
haven't stopped
cities,
yet.
They entertain the travelers with local specialities and culture and adventure, especially in southeastern Europe.
Cool.
I think the violinist is hiding something. But to be sure that Matt was right, I have to get a look in the violin case. How can I do that without the violinist's consent? First, I better see about getting the door open, and then have another talk with the professor. It doesn't seem like I'll get anything out of him as long as the door is still locked.
Can we tell these?
The Baroness seems to have
Jesus
a
Christ.
special personality. I
That's
better
the
not
murder
bother
mystery
her
woman.
until I
She
find
might
her
know.
first.
She might know something that we don't know. We talked to
An
her.
extraordinary woman. Talented, intellectual, extremely rich.
Alright, I had
and
to
the
watch
most
FaZe take a
successful
dub
writer
against
of all
Huntsman.
time. Yet, they say she can be difficult.
Got your message as well, bro. Here's the thing. You help me. You help me with this. Quicker I get on Warzone. I need to find something to open a freaking lock with. Hey, bro, you guys something to open a lock
I'd
with?
better let him read his newspaper if I don't have any pressing questions.
Inspector Dodger. What's going on, Darren? How you doing, bro? Examine my
Who'd have
butterscotch.
thought that one day butterscotch would remind me of my age and of all the things I had to leave behind?
Okay.
I need a bit of wow or something like that to pick the lock.
I'm not talking too fast. You just don't understand what I'm saying.
And suddenly, it's me who's the thief on the train.
Hey, we did something.
Whoops. That was easier than expected. Batteries, toothbrush, shaving brush. But not the key to the compartment door. Just this one. too small for the door, but it might still be useful.
Okay, now can I take the scissors?
I'll leave the scissors here. If I need them, I know where to find them.
Darren, we're going to be going over to Twitch in a little bit here. Probably around 11 o'clock, so about half an hour from now. We're playing some Warzone over there. We're just streaming this right now because we want to celebrate 150 subscribers over here on YouTube. And I've been wanting to play this game. So, we're going to be doing both today. YouTube, and we're going to switch over to Twitch in about half an hour or so. Okay. I want to hear the Baroness's voice again. She's so funny. Trying to open the lock. It's going to do a talk, but at least we're next to it. Blah 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 blah.
Too short to get a good grip on.
I'm itching for Warzone. I know, bro. Small key.
No, that's a totally different key. This one is made for a padlock. I need a bigger key with a square indentation or a proper tool for the compartment door.
Okay.
I like the book. It describes life in a small English
Didn't press
village.
X.
The characters are lifelike, and you can tell that it's based on the author's own experiences.
Cool story, bro. I know where to go. This is so hard to move sometimes. I know where we need to go, guys. I know where we need to go. I've been stuck in this freaking train car for like an hour. First, would you mind signing my book, please?
Excuse me, Lady Westmacott.
Constable Zelda, how can I help you?
His character look where he's already remastering all the PS2 games, to be fair. Would you mind?
I was wondering if you might...
Sign your book, Constable Zelda?
If it isn't too much of an inconvenience.
Of course it's an inconvenience, but only a small one.
This bitch is savage, bro. Of course it's an inconvenience.
You are welcome.
Thank you so very much. Another time. Farewell, Lady Westmacott.
Constable?
Try a bit, love. Have a good one. Right, yeah, I'm too busy with your fucking paper that's upside down. Right. Boom, boom, boom. The music's kind of cool. Right, let's try. Unlock the padlock.
That's it. There we go. This should help.
All of that for some pliers. Some frickin' pliers. Go, go. I'm gonna get hit by a tree while hanging down. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, as I said, towards the beginning of the stream, this game is based off the novels and murder mysteries and crime mysteries of Agatha Christie's Hercule Poirot series, which a lot of you probably don't know, but it's one of my, as a kid I watched a lot of murder mystery stuff, so it's something I enjoy. Freaking open the freaking lock already, bro.
I bet I could really get a grip on the bolt with these.
Well, come on then, hurry up.
Hurry up, you goddamn codwallop! Open the goddamn door!
Hello?
We did it. We opened a door.
I barely left the window ajar.
Nothing to see.
Ah.
Are you okay?
Hmm? Yes. Fine.
Do you have any idea why the door was locked?
I don't know. Maybe the constant vibrations caused the lock to lock itself.
You can't possibly believe that.
Well, then what's your theory?
The conductor could have locked it from the outside. On the other hand, it could have been someone here in the compartment who locked the door from the inside.
Who? And where have they gone?
They could have climbed out there.
Who would be that insane?
You tell me, Professor. So, what are you hiding in your bag? What do you have that would be worth stealing?
No, nothing.
No valuables?
Certainly not. Not on my salary.
It was enough for a first-class compartment on a luxury train.
That's my business.
You're playing a dangerous game, Professor Lucien. I'd like to look around a bit.
Of course.
In the bag.
I really wonder what the professor is hiding from me. But I can't just rifle through the luggage of innocent citizens. This is the 60s.
Oh, it's based in the 60s now, okay. Covered?
No, nothing interesting. Wow, that's a very nice fountain pen. Pricey.
If you'd managed to decode hieroglyphics that boggled the best minds of the last 3,000 years, you'd have received a gift like that as well.
The Bible, Grimm's fairy tales, Moby Dick, and gin, whiskey, and rum. All classics. What's this?
A button.
What do you have there?
It's a button. From a suit or a uniform, I guess.
The burglar might have lost it.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
We're getting somewhere.
If I notice anyone with a missing button on his jacket, I'll ask him about it. But
Why
I wouldn't
him?
get my hopes up. If there was a burglar, he climbed out the window and jumped off the train. Assuming there really was someone in the compartment, and he climbed out the window, where's he gone?
I think we know where he's gone.
Professor Lucien?
Yes?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
Well, good.
Professor Lucian, do
Goodbye, Professor.
Goodbye.
you want to lock the door behind me this time? Oh, can we go talk to the woman again? It's so funny. So who's got the missing button? My guess would be this guy in
The
here.
Baroness seems to have
But I can't talk to him, of course.
special personality. I better not bother her until I find her purse.
The little kid saw somebody jump, fly past the window.
I've no idea what I'd say to Matt.
I'm gonna open it
Makes
again.
no sense. The
violinist
violinist would close the window immediately, and I wouldn't have enough time to search his violin case. The kid's not on the warpath anymore. I don't think he'll be causing any more trouble. For the next half hour, anyway.
Can I open all the windows? Imagine if that was a thing.
I think the violinist is hiding something. But to be sure that Matt was right, I have to get a look in the violin case. How can I do that without the violinist's consent?
We get somebody to help us. Well, at least now I can walk through that door a lot quicker. What if we ask the author if she can come help us? It's kind of cool they put an Easter egg of Agatha Christie in here.
Pardon me, sir.
We could have used you a few minutes ago.
Oh, no, you come back here, bro. We got a new character. You come back here, bro. Give me back in there. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Knock on the door.
Professor Lucien.
Door is open.
Did you go in here?
How can I help you, Constable Zelda?
Godspeed, Professor Lucien.
Thanks.
Oh my god. He's probably gone to where Matt was, the kid.
The good professor is hiding something. It would be good if I could find out more about him.
Yo, where did...
I've no idea what I'd say to Matt.
Where'd the dude go?
The Baroness seems to have a special personality. I better not bother her until I find her purse.
I'm so confused, bro. What? He went... But... Whatever. Give me the music again.
An extraordinary woman. Talented, intellectual, extremely rich, and the most successful writer of all time. Yet, they say she can be difficult on occasion, and that she's rather unhappy.
Oh, we'll leave it be then.
I'll leave the scissors here.
I'm gonna need those scissors, I know I am. So I keep going back to him. I know I'm gonna need him.
I'd better let him read his newspaper.
Forget his newspaper, bro. I need to ask him where the dude came from, you know? Like, yo, where did the dude with the coat and the thing and the boom and the bing and the boom go? Boom, boom, boom. And then he say, where? He might be even button off his jacket. Saloon car, freight train, examine the boss. I can't go on the ladder, okay. I was able to go on the ladder the first time. Oh, that's what's going on here, kids. How we doing here?
Inspector Legrand?
Anything to report?
Oh yeah, I meant to come back and report stuff.
Constable Robert Oliver. Is it possible that I read your name in the newspaper?
Ah, could be, sir. Could very well be.
Robert was there when the first eye of the Sphinx was stolen.
Why were you in the museum? Did you spot something from outside?
Well, sir, I noticed that a door was ajar, which was suspicious, and it was my duty to investigate, sir.
Scotland Yard gave him a commendation and assigned him to me as a liaison.
A great honor, sir.
Okay.
I got Professor Lucien into his compartment using a pair of pliers.
Did you notice anything inside the compartment?
The window was open. Someone could have climbed out.
And the professor?
Acted suspiciously. He rummaged around in his leather bag.
And?
He seemed to have found what he was searching for.
Good. Good work.
Now, perhaps you could give me some information.
All right. We should...
What? The light's gone out.
Flashlights! Ah! Get off me!
There, sir. An envelope.
A feather from a raven.
My dear Nico, you should take a closer look at the box. R.
What the dickens?
What the dickens?
It's a...
Away with it! Take cover!
Oh shit! Damn! If you're not making any progress, take a break and relax. But yo! She just went up in here.
Is everyone all right? Are you hurt? Quick thinking. Well done, Zellner.
New pictures unlocked. Survivor? Okay.
I think the tunnel collapsed.
Then he's trapped. Hurry, we have to lock the second exit.
Sir, there's a fire up ahead. The engine's burning.
It's a distraction. Hurry, block the exit.
But, sir...
The fire will consume all the oxygen.
He's right, Inspector. A fire in a narrow tunnel is extremely dangerous.
Merde. Go to the front of the train, find the engineer, and tell him to move the train out of the tunnel.
Yes, sir.
How?
Are you ready? You have to uncouple the freight car. You understand?
I understand.
I'll see to the passengers. They should all wait in the tunnel. We'll check each one in turn as they go out.
Let's get to it.
She just got real interesting.
The wheels came off the track during the explosion. Even if it were possible to pull the car out of the rubble, you wouldn't get far with it. The inspector's trap failed. The thief must have got wind of it. Worse than that, he turned the tables. To win a game of cat and mouse, you have to know who is the cat and who is the mouse. It's still quite warm and too warped to open.
Someone just coughed.
I'm sure I could uncouple the car if I only had enough light to see what I'm doing.
Of course.
Hello?
No, go back
I'm
up.
pretty sure that the noise came from the roof, but you can't see your hand in front of your face up there.
Pills.
Pills for my heart. I'm supposed to take one if I have pain. I haven't needed them yet. I bought it last week, second-hand. I liked it because it seems to tell a story. It was set aside for a newer model, even though it's still quite okay.
Okay. Need a torch. Examine candy ball.
A lot was damaged by the sudden stop, but the bowl was thick enough to survive the fall. My God, what a fire. I hope Constable Oliver can at least reach the engine.
Small drink. Magnum.
Champagne. The finest.
Oh.
Maybe we'll open a bottle if we get out of the tunnel alive. Until then, though, it's no use to me.
Is the Baroness okay?
Oh, pardon me. I did not mean to scare you.
What are you doing here, Doctor?
Legrand asked me to check whether there are any passengers left on the train.
Really? No one is here, except for me and you.
Excellent. Then I will continue searching at the front.
Did anyone act suspiciously before the explosion? Did anyone leave their seat, for example?
I was the only one on the train who wasn't seated when the freight car exploded. Thank God. Otherwise, I would have been caught by the blast as well.
You certainly were lucky.
Perhaps I was. What happened over there? The inspector said something about gas canisters that exploded.
If Inspector Legrand says so, it must be so, right?
I have been to war, and this was no minor explosion. I rather doubt that the freight car was packed to the roof with gas canisters.
The investigations are ongoing, but first we have to get the burning train out of the tunnel.
Of course.
How are the passengers?
They are in a state of shock, of course. The blackout and the sudden stop were frightening enough, but then the explosion, the dust, everyone rushed for the exits. I was helping the American woman bring Lady Westmacott to safety. They are waiting outside in the tunnel. One entrance is blocked by a fire, and the other one seems to have collapsed.
Continue to search the train. I'll decouple the buried freight car.
All right.
Doctor? Can you give me a few matches?
Oh, certainly.
He's missing a button. He's missing a button. He's missing a button.
Thanks. I'll meet you outside.
Do hurry.
He's missing a button on his jacket, bro. Yeah, what's that? Tape the curtain. Why would we not? It's going alright. We're making progress here. We just had a massive explosion. It's going to be extinguisher. It might help us actually.
I noticed the extinguisher earlier. Doesn't match the decor. I suppose that the railway company had to comply with safety regulations at the cost of aesthetics.
Okay, I just magically put us in there. Chair. Use the extinguisher.
It'd be useless against
yeah,
the fire
it is.
out there,
I
and
can't
it's too
remember that. It is
cumbersome to
based
carry
off of
around. At best, I can use it here.
It is break of the. It's break for you later. It's based off the novels of Agatha Christie's Hercule Poirot. This is why am I taking a chair leg?
All right, let's go.
I quite enjoyed him as a kid. Use a chair leg with. I don't think I got to this part yet. I know what I need to do.
Carling Black Label, a British beer.
Ooh,
No
we'll take it.
Insufficient alcohol content. For practical purposes, I mean, not for drinking. The last of the candy has vanished. Measured against the exploding freight car, I think the railway will overlook the loss.
That's because of books, not games. Wait, so what the hell do I need to... Why can't I look at the Magnum? Torch.
Whiskey, scotch, rum, liqueurs. Enough to entertain everyone on the train all the way from Paris to Istanbul. High-proof rum. Could be useful. That should do it. Rum from Austria. Believe it or not, it's 80% alcohol by volume. There's no way anyone would drink it straight. The material won't be able to soak up any more alcohol.
I'm trying to burn the alcohol you want to let
Curtains
me
wrapped
game.
around the wood and doused in alcohol. I should be able to light the torch whenever I want.
Oh, you mean... Freaking hell.
The alcohol burns with a dim blue flame. It doesn't shed enough light and will probably burn out in a few seconds. Won't solve my lack of light. I'll have to try something else.
Okay.
Rum from Austria. Believe it or not, it's 80% alcohol by volume. There's no way anyone would drink it straight.
Okay, I've already done my curtain stuff, but okay. I don't
This
mean
is
to
the
press
first
circle.
torch I ever made. It's not too bad if I do say so myself.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to find something else.
I should concentrate on uncoupling the freight car. I'm positive that Legrand has everything else under control.
Just look out then.
I don't see Legrand or the constable, but I can make out the silhouettes of some of the passengers. They seem to be unscathed. All the same, the fire is getting bigger, and I don't have much time.
Okay. What else is there?
That should do it. Some matches, and half of the book to get the flame going.
Matches. So torch. Light the torch. Again, I guess.
The alcohol burns with a dim blue flame. It doesn't shed enough light and will probably burn out in a few seconds. Won't solve my lack of light. I'll have to try something else.
Like asking for the torch of the detective. Okay. Just do this for now.
I filled the bowl about a third of the way with rum. Phew, strong stuff.
The bowl. Okay.
That should do it.
That should do it, right? Okay. Research torch. I want to use it with the bowl.
I bought it last week, second-hand. I liked it because it seems to tell a story. It was set aside for a newer model, even though it's still quite okay.
So not.
I filled the bowl about a third of the way with rum. Phew,
Okay.
strong stuff.
It's like the torch. Now can I dip it into the bowl?
The alcohol burns with a dim blue flame. It doesn't shed enough light and will probably burn out in a few seconds.
Okay.
Won't solve my lack of light. I'll have to try something else.
I guess go outside. I guess go outside. Maybe I can just uncouple it with just a match.
There's a noticeable draft here. Maybe it's because of the fire, or perhaps there's still a hole through which the air is coming. The latter will be quite welcome. It will buy us some more time. Okay, I'll smear some grease on the curtain. I'm sure I can uncouple the car if I only had enough light to see what I'm doing.
I think we just did this. Grease, fire. So now we do the whole soaky, you know? Do I just light it with the grease, or do I light it with the alcohol? Okay, give me the freaking chair leg. Use chair leg with the greasy curtain. The greasy curtain wrapped soaked chair leg with torch dabbed with oil. Okay, gonna pull the high rum onto
the material won't be able to soak up any more alcohol.
Okay. Cheers. No, I don't want to. Like.
A burning match.
Oh, cool. Torch down with oil. Light the torch. Pour alcohol on the torch.
The material won't be able to soak up any more alcohol.
Torch with dad oil. Why can't I burn it? Why can't I burn it? I'll go around either side.
I filled the bowl about a third of the way with rum. Phew, strong stuff. A burning match.
This is stupid.
The material won't be able to soak up any more alcohol. Rum from Austria. Believe it or not, it's 80% alcohol by volume. There's no way anyone would drink it straight.
Okay, let me just try.
I expect the rum will burn like ethanol, but I better not test that theory in the bottle. Oil and grease burn bright and hot, but they also require a hot flame to combust. A normal match won't do the trick. I filled the bowl about a third of the way with rum. Phew, strong stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to. That's what I've been trying. That's what I tried to do just. Okay.
Just as I expected, the alcohol burns with an almost invisible flame. Some matches, and half of the book to get the flame going. The flame is hot, but it's no use as a light source. Some matches.
Oh my god, this stupid game. I'm pressing back.
Some matches, and half of the book to get the flame going.
Give me the freaking torch with dabbed oil. Light the torch. That's what I've been trying to freaking do for the past 5 minutes.
I'm the god of fire.
Oh, you're something, alright. Prometheus. Oh my god.
That's better now.
Cool, now can we...
Incredibly basic mechanism. The kind that lasts forever. A lever on a pressure sleeve running along a thread. Aha! I can uncouple it with this lever. Okay.
And then we do the...
There we go. Time to get out of here.
Wait. Up though.
Listen, everybody. Listen. Robert, what's the situation?
Yeah, I couldn't find the engineer, so I got in the driver's cab myself and released the brake.
All right. Good job. You too. Listen, please.
Matty! Where's Matt? Where's my son?
Relax, madame. I'm sure...
Help!
Matty! No!
Oh no. Go, 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 go! Save the kid! Save the kid! Get on there! Save the kid, you goddamn coward! Let's go. Let's go. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end this here. We're going to go switch over to Twitch to play some Modern Warfare Warzone. If you want to come join us over there, let me do. Come on over. Twitch link is going into the chat right now. But yeah, we'll continue this probably next week.
Matt, where are you?
Let's watch a quick cutscene. And there it is. Alright then guys, that is going to be it. I'm going to save the game. I'm going to head on out of here. Go and right. Try me guys. Ta-ra.